right. Hello, everyone, to this Cornef call for Gnosis on September 3rd. Let's get started with Shutter.
Hi everyone. I just sent an update on Telegram saying that we don't have any updates this week. We're still working on the work that we mentioned last week, i.e., file data registration improved UX and the next keeper release. Thank you.
All right, let's move on to testing.
During the week, we run some if tests that can be executed against DevNet. The majority of tests has passed, but we have some failure and we'll investigate the reason. Also, regarding DevNet, Marcos from our team will update it and remove all constructors from Genesis, currently in progress.
And those EESTs are for Fusaka specifically, right? Like new features.
Yes.
Okay, and the update about Marcus what was that?
So currently we still have Genesis and some legacy constructors here. We have updated this for Nethermind, but there are still 3 constructors in the Genesis chain spec. So Marcos will remove it and replace this code.
So the objective is to get rid of constructors in the Genesis.
Yeah. He will remove accounts from constructors and add the same accounts, but with code and storage slots. And then we will restart the DevNet.
Oh, okay. Perfect. I think that's also what Deb needed for us, actually.
Yeah.
All right, and then while I'm at it, there's this thing about block transactions, like initial in testing for Aragon. Now maybe, surely Lion or Shetna can explain it a bit better. Who's here from Milan, I guess, and Andrew? Yeah, if Shetna or Lion, can you explain the issue?
Yeah, so basically, for Erigan, there are some failing Cancun tests, which are failing because there is, suppose we're sending 5 transactions and it checks at every point that each payload should contain only 1 transaction, but Erigan, for some reason, includes 2 in the payload. So, but whereas other clients do not have that behavior, it's 1 transaction per block.
Yeah, but why? How is it bad to produce blocks with several transactions? I don't understand the problem. What is Aragon doing wrong?
So that's not really a problem. Like, what I would like to know is, does Nethermind has a mode that activates in these tests where the moment they have a valid transaction, they produce a block?
As I know, we don't have such mode, but yeah, let me find these guys.
But why is it waiting in one case for 2 blobs? Because it's perfectly valid to have 2 blobs in one transaction, right? And not in the other case, unless I'm misunderstanding something.
No, if I understand, Erigon packs 2 transactions in 1 block, which is perfectly valid. You can pack as many transactions as you want up to the block limit. But somehow the test expects 1 transaction for 1 block. So that's not spec behavior. So there must be something else going on the clients that make that happen. So what Erigon is doing is fine. But if we want this test to pass, we either have to modify the tests for them to have some sort of weight for the client to produce a block, But I'm not familiar with block production in this type of tests. What are the rules? Like if it's time-based or what's the trigger?
So
we need-
basically, I did put a cap. So basically, what I did was instead of sending all the 5 transactions at once, I sent one transaction and then compared the payload to have the expected number of blobs. But I guess that's like completely altering the test logic. And I think Nethermind has a objection to it. Dimitro, could you answer that?
Like there is no objections, but so if we want all test pass against all clients, then we will need to agree which behavior is correct. Yeah. Otherwise, maybe we can create a separate test for Erigon and disable the main test for Erigon since all the client pass it. Yeah, and create a separate.
Sorry, which test is this, and what version of Aragon?
Latest version, and this is
The Hive tests, Cancun.
But like I mean, to me that sounds like a test issue. I mean, like both behaviors are fine. You just need to write a test that's deterministic.
Yes, I would agree on that.
Some time ago we have investigated this issue.
I mean, it's like unless it breaks a protocol rule, it's not an issue with the client per se, but more with the test. It just means that the test is non-deterministic.
Okay, let's continue this in the QA channel. Because it doesn't seem like there's
Is there anyone else from Nethermind in the call besides Dimitri?
Mark.
Mark, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not sure about this.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a very minor thing. We just need to agree. Let's make sure that someone from Nethermind that has more knowledge on the block production rules can check the chat, and then we'll agree on something.
Could you please send the name of the test? Because this rings a bell to me. I think I was looking at some somewhat similar test like a few weeks ago in Hive. And yeah, I just want to check which test we're talking about. And maybe I can provide some more some more comments on that. But like I don't know which test you're talking about right now.
Yeah, can you send the source code or the link? Is it the one Shetna you posted at 11:10 on August
Yeah,
20?
this same one. I'm just posting it on the QA.
Okay, I guess we have the context here, but we can continue that part async. It doesn't seem to be an actual issue, so I mean, an actual production issue at least, just a testing one. So yeah, let's move on. Nethermind, any updates?
So we released 1.33.0, but now we're working on a fix because there was some small issue with the automatic history pruning, which was resulting in a few old receipts being deleted when they shouldn't have, and it was disabled. So we're working on a fix for that. At least that's the main thing, really. But I just wanted to also kind of bring up the release schedule for Shiado and Gnosis mainnet, and whether we have any thoughts on when the fork should happen.
Sorry, I missed the last sentence.
Yeah, I was just saying I thought we could discuss the timeline for forking Gnosis mainnet and Shiado.
Is there already one for mainnet?
I think there's kind of a tentative kind of release schedule, which will be locked in tomorrow, hopefully. But yeah, I'm not sure if we want to wait for that or kind of start thinking about when it would make sense to fork Gnosis.
Wait, are we talking about Fusaka already?
Yeah.
And when would that? When is the? I mean, which dates are being floated around at the moment?
So the kind of provisional timeline I've seen has the mainnet forking on the 3rd of December. Actually, maybe I'll just copy this from the Discord to the chat. It's probably the easiest way. Okay.
I mean, I guess in all cases we would try to aim at maybe 1 or 2 weeks before Ethereum as usual if possible, but I guess we have to figure a few things out on the DevNet first because the current state doesn't seem to be advanced enough, let's say, to safely hard fork.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. But I mean, yeah, we could think about like provisional timelines, or we can just discuss sort of later down the line.
Yeah, I mean, I guess 2 weeks. Like Shadow, we usually do, or last time at least we did right after Hoodie, I think, or Sepolia. No, Hoodie, I think.
Both.
No, Hoodie didn't exit yet. So right after Sepolia, so we will probably aim at between Sepolia and Hoodie, and then mainnet a bit before Ethereum mainnet.
Okay, so I'll probably put it like mid-October for Shadow, and then mid-November for mainnet, like approximately.
Ideally, yes.
Yeah, I would not rush for these ones because there's still plenty of problems in the clients. Like Reth had a big bug yesterday. Like they published a big bug yesterday. Guess, yeah, I'll get over that. But we just had a release and we found a bug in it. So we're supposed to have the first release for I forgot if it's which testnet maybe or risky on Monday next week. But I doubt this is going to be the last one.
Yeah, it also feels kind of optimistic to me, but let's see, I guess. And then Nethermind, or Mark, sorry, you mentioned something about automatic pruning. Is that the pre-merge one or the like the past 6 months one?
So kind of both really. I mean, it depends how you configure it. Actually, sorry, I just read what you've written there. So it's slightly different from what you've written. So the pruning is already disabled by default because it was experimental, but the bug was when pruning wasn't enabled. There was some like kind of random old receipts or a couple of old receipts that were getting deleted. So the issue is patched. And oh yeah, Wikash.
So there are two things, right? There is index that goes from transaction hashes to actual like block numbers, like how to find transactions, and it's being pruned in all the clients. It's also in Geth for some time, and we have settings for it. And there's like actual receipts pruning, so actually removing receipts. So one is just for lookup for transactions by hashes, and second is actual receipts. And when we implemented actual receipts pruning, we had a bug that when we also pruned the log index cache, it was also removing transaction hash cache index. Sorry, transaction hash index. It was also removing receipts, which we patched. But that generally is not a big deal in most of the cases. So if you have like an archive node or something, you already have this configured not to be pruned. So yeah, just a small issue that won't really impact anyone in a way that would be, but still we advise to wait for the a 133.1, but the minor thing in the end. Like if you want like all the indexes, you already have them, and if you don't, you don't, and there's rarely something in between that is useful.
All right. And this automatic pruning then is for, like, you can configure it to only keep the last 500 blocks or something like that, or
Mark, how is it?
Yeah, so it's the number is I think it's 82125 or something, but for 4.4s, you're meant to keep at least 1 year in sort of mainnet epochs. So by default, if you use the rolling window mode, it will just keep that last year, which will be shorter on Gnosis since it's a number of epochs. But you can't go lower than that, but you can put it higher than that if you want to.
got it. And then that would be kind of similar to Aragon's minimal pruning modes.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Thank you. Aragon, any updates?
We are still working on some remaining issues in 3.1 and also looking at some Fusaka DevNet issues. Milan, do you have more?
No updates.
Thank you. Guillaume?
Yeah, so sorry for the wind noise. The wind started picking up around me. Yeah, so I did say last time that I was going to work on release 1.16.3 for like mainnet Geth, which I did. It's been published yesterday. I already found a bug in it. It's not a big one. I mean, it is a big one, but it's just less efficient for the network to be able to propagate blobs. It's not like going to cause any real functional issues. It's just less efficient. So it will be fixed during the next release, which should happen on September 8th. Unless we find another problem and we publish a hotfix, but we decided not to publish a hotfix for this one. So that was that thing. I also did the rebase on top of the current branch, right? Sorry, the Gnosis. I did the rebase of the Gnosis branch on top of that new version. That is currently running on my test machine, producing blocks. Everything is fine. The bug is also there. So when the CL tries to get the blobs and the blobs are missing from the EL, it just reports an error instead of just returning what it's supposed to. But it's not. It's just like I said. It's just an acceleration mechanism. So there's no real problem here. So I'm going to produce the tags soon. I was trying to investigate why it crashes in Hive. I do not know that yet. My hypothesis was that it was a config issue, but it's not. So that much I know. I need to keep digging. But as far as I can tell, it's ready. It's just not. It's ready to the extent I can tell, but of course we will find out when we fork Shadow. There's an issue in Hive. It doesn't seem to be. So I haven't explained it yet. I'm investigating. I can't. I don't have any insight so far, but I'm gonna keep digging today.
All right, perfect. And then last but not least, for the DevNet, now it works between Nethermind and Aragon, but still not Geth, right? I guess. Oh, Marcus isn't here. Is he? No. Okay. I guess we can discuss this.
Yeah, if it doesn't work, you need to give me some information because I have no idea. As far as I can tell, everything is working fine. So, yeah, please let me know if you have more information.
Okay, I will pay Marcus to issue.
Okay, well, let's just keep it at that. Then I will try to ping him on Telegram to get an update, but maybe it's on holiday. Okay, is there anything else to discuss? All right, then thanks for joining and see you next week.
Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.